What if I told you that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is nothing at all? You see, in a world where so many women are constantly told to try harder, text first, prove their worth, there is one simple truth that most don't realize. Silence is power. And when used correctly, it can trigger emotions in a man that words alone never could. But ignoring a man isn't about playing cold games. It's about knowing your worth so deeply that you no longer feel the need to fight for attention that should be freely given. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." What does this mean in relationships? Most men operate from subconscious drives. They're wired to pursue what feels just out of reach, what they can't fully have. But if you are always available, always responsive, always giving, you rob him of the very chase that awakens his deepest desire. Now here's where it gets interesting. Ignoring the right way doesn't mean disappearing. It means becoming magnetic through subtle shifts in your behavior. Shifts that speak louder than any message you could send. In this video, I'll reveal exactly how to master the art of ignoring a man. We'll break it down step by step, rooted in psychology, emotional intelligence, and timeless wisdom from Carl Jung himself. And here's the key. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to share one mindset shift that very few women know. A shift so powerful that once you embody it, a man won't just chase you, he'll become obsessed with earning your presence back. Ready? Let's begin. Now here's what most people get wrong. Ignoring a man isn't about manipulation. It's not about being mean or playing games. It's about understanding how male psychology works and knowing when to lean back so he can lean in. You see, when you chase, when you over-explain, when you prove, you step out of your feminine energy and into a masculine pursuit mode. But when you lean back, when you give space, something incredible happens. Carl Jung explained that the unconscious mind always seeks wholeness. And in relationships, that means balance. If you're always leaning in, the man naturally pulls back. But when you stop trying, when you embrace your own life, passions and energy, you create a space where he starts to feel the gap. And that gap becomes magnetic. Here's why. Men are wired to solve puzzles. They are naturally drawn to mystery. When you remove your energy from the equation, not in a cold, punishing way, but in a self-respecting way, he feels that absence. And the masculine instinct is to resolve that absence by moving toward you. But here's the key. You must do this from genuine self-worth, not from fear or strategy. If you're sitting by your phone waiting for a message, hoping this will make him chase, you're still energetically chasing. But when you truly let go, when you say, "I know my value, I'm living my life. I trust that what's meant for me will come," that's when the shift happens. Ignoring the right way isn't about what you withhold. It's about what you embody. And here's a little secret. The more aligned you are with your own joy and peace, the more irresistibly magnetic you become. So in the next part, we'll dive into exactly how to embody this energy. And I'll share subtle behaviors that signal your high value without saying a word. Stay with me. This is where it gets really powerful. Now let's talk about the secret ingredient, energy. You see, words can lie, actions can be faked, but energy is undeniable. When a woman moves from a place of genuine self-worth and inner peace, that energy is felt, even if she says nothing. Carl Jung emphasized that we are all connected through what he called the collective unconscious. It's why sometimes you think of someone and they call, or you sense their feelings even when they haven't spoken. This same energetic connection works in relationships. When you're anxiously waiting, hoping, craving validation, that energy is transmitted, and it repels. But when you're centered, Focused on your own joy and radiating peace, it pulls a man in like a powerful magnet. So how do you embody this magnetic energy? It starts with truly reconnecting to your life. Reinvest in your passions. Spend time with people who uplift you. Move your body. Dance, walk, breathe. Why? Because when you're alive in your own energy, a man senses that vibrancy. He feels the shift. Suddenly, you're not the woman waiting for his call. You're the woman who is out there, living fully. And that creates an irresistible gap he wants to close. Now, if you're enjoying this so far, and you want more insights on how to master these deeper relationship dynamics, feel free to stay connected. There's a lot more wisdom coming your way. And I'd love for you to be part of this journey with us here. And in the next part, we'll explore subtle behaviors that amplify this energy, so that every interaction you have reinforces your irresistible presence. Now that you understand the power of your energy, let's talk about the subtle behaviors that naturally trigger a man's deepest chase instincts. And remember, these aren't games. These are natural extensions of a woman who knows her worth and is rooted in her own joy. 1. The slow response. When you respond immediately to every message or call, it signals availability. But when you take your time, naturally because you're living your life, it signals value. You're not ignoring, you're simply not making him your priority. And trust me, he will feel it. 2. The mysterious smile. You don't need to explain yourself. When you smile with a hint of mystery, without oversharing, it drives a man's curiosity wild. Carl Jung would say, the psyche craves what it cannot fully grasp. 3. The soft goodbye. When a conversation ends, don't linger. Leave gracefully, warmly, but don't drag things out. Let him be the one to want more next time. 4. The full life. Live a life so rich and full that no man is the center of it. When your energy is invested in your passions, your friends, your growth, he will sense that depth. And depth is magnetic. Now here's where many women get stuck. They do these things from a place of strategy, but their energy betrays them. Remember, it's not about pretending, it's about truly becoming. When you embody this energy authentically, a man will feel it in his bones. He won't know why, but he will be drawn to you. And that's the power of feminine magnetism. And by the way, if this resonates with you, and you want more of this kind of deep psychological wisdom, feel free to stay tuned and be part of our community here. There's a lot more coming, and you won't want to miss it. In the next part, I'll reveal the one thing most women forget, the missing piece that turns attraction into obsession. Let's keep going. So what is the missing piece? Why do some women capture a man's attention for a moment, while others linger in his mind for days, weeks, even years? It all comes down to this: emotional contrast. Carl Jung taught that the psyche is drawn to contrast because it creates movement, growth, and depth. When everything feels predictable, the mind tunes out. But when you introduce contrast, moments of warmth followed by space, openness followed by mystery, the subconscious can't resist. A man becomes obsessed not when he always knows where he stands with you, but when he feels compelled to understand you deeper. So how do you create this contrast naturally? 1. Balance availability with space. Sometimes be fully present, engaged, laughing, alive with him, and other times retreat to your world without explanation. 2. Share, but not everything. Reveal glimpses of your thoughts, your heart, your passions, but leave parts untouched. Let him wonder what more there is to discover. 3. Embrace your polarity. Own both your soft, nurturing side and your strong, independent essence. When you embody both energies, a man cannot categorize you. and that keeps him chasing. Now, here's the subtle truth. Many women fear this space, thinking it will make a man lose interest. But the opposite is true. When you hold space gracefully, with confidence, not anxiety, he will lean in harder. Because that emotional contrast activates something primal, the drive to pursue, and that is what turns simple attraction into lasting obsession. Now, if you're finding value in this and you want more advanced insights on feminine magnetism and relationship psychology, be sure to stay connected here with us. We explore these depths often, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. In the final part, I'll share a subtle mindset shift that will amplify all of this even more, and help you become the kind of woman who is never chased temporarily, but cherished deeply. Now, as we close this journey, it's time to reveal the final key I promised you. The most magnetic women don't just use behaviors or strategies. They embody a simple but powerful mindset. I am the prize. I do not chase. I attract. Carl Jung taught us that the outer world mirrors the inner world. When you truly believe you are the prize, not in an arrogant way, but in a grounded, authentic way, the world responds accordingly. Men feel it, and they chase not because you forced them to, but because your energy compels them to. So here's your mindset shift. Stop trying to win someone over. Instead, deepen your relationship with yourself so profoundly that anyone entering your life must rise to meet your energy. When you do this, when you walk through life embodying joy, purpose, mystery, and depth, you become unforgettable. And here's a little secret. The women who practice this rarely have to ignore intentionally. Their vibe naturally creates healthy space and attraction. Now, I'd love to know, which of these shifts resonated with you the most? Or have you ever experienced the power of leaning back and watching a man lean in? Share your story in the comments. I personally read them and love connecting with this amazing community. And if you'd like to dive even deeper, don't miss the next videos waiting for you. The hidden truth about women who live alone, without a man, and avoid these people. If they ask you for these 5 things, they're packed with insights you won't want to miss. Also, be sure to explore our feminine energy and self-worth playlist. It's a treasure trove of wisdom to help you embody your most magnetic self. And if this resonated with you today, feel free to subscribe and stay on this journey with us. We're just getting started. Until next time, stay radiant, stay powerful,